Hello, thank you for joining RasPipKr tutorials. I'm Martin Parker, and in this video I'm going to be continuing with my heating control and my security control. Just bring up Python shell and then let's bring our script up, make it full screen. Right, what I've done is I've put another relay board onto top of my Pi, and I've connected up the jumper wires. So the relay board 1 is these four, because it's a 4 relay module. So pin 18 is what we have for our heating. So 23, 24 and 25 BCM pins will be used for the decking lights. They're just put in there anyhow, so I just pinned them over to my Raspberry Pi. So pins 6, 13, 19 and 26 are the last 4 pins on the inside of the GPIO header, and that's going to be my actual zone, lighting control. So they're actually going to be the actual lights of my house. Okay, so I've got zone 1 as the front, which would be 6, 13 as the side, 19 as the rear, and 26 would be the garage. Right, so let's get our script on and let's start playing around with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that list that I took note of earlier, so I'm just going to copy that. I'm just going to put it into here, just so I can see it easier. I don't need that now, so I can get rid of that. Yeah, I don't need to save it. Right, so I've got my list of connections, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, rather than putting all of these, setting them to out, high and all that lot, I'm going to do it in a for loop. So I'll go through all my connections, set them all high because that's where they want to be, and they go low to actually trigger the relay. So I'm going to call this my relay pins. So here I'm going to just create a bit of space here and make that a bit more easier to everybody to read, and in here I'm going to put for I in range, and I'm going to do the len because I'm looking at the actual amount of these of my relay, come on keyboard, pins. So relay pins and the range, so it's going to give a 0 for each one of these as it goes through the iterations. So what I want to do is shuffle this over, so that's there. Just so not all the pins are going to go crazy, I'm just going to stick a little time dot sleep in there, just for a very fraction of a time. So 0.2, that'll do. And what I need to do here is change this to be relay pins. We want to actually have the index of the I as it's going through it, and we want exactly the same there. Copy that and paste it there. Okay, so that'll run through my list of relay pins, and it's going to set them up as an output, and also it's going to set it high, and then they're all sorted. Right, so that's done. I'm going to go further down, and the last touch time I want to put that into I said I was going to do it in my last video, in this video. I want to copy that and put that into when I set the temperature. So first of all I need to do a global. I'm just going to paste that there. So that's the last touch, and drop that down, and I'm just going to copy that and cheat and put that into there. Right, so whenever I press me temperature up or temperature down, it's going to give me that 30 seconds, so it doesn't just go back to like it did when I was doing my filming on the last video. So that's that. It is already in the security menu, so I want to, so that's my heating area done. Yeah, I want to go to my security now, and so I want to change, they're the buttons changing, so there's the main menu. I will do my new function, got an extra gap there. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it up and make sure there's no issues with what I've just changed. So the temperature relay has just clicked, you may have heard it. So because I've got the heating for the house set to 24, and these are two temperatures are less than, and that's why it's gone on. So if I take that down, it's already gone off, because that one's above 23.5, even though I clicked it again the second time. So that's sorted. So if I press the button now, and then if I wait 30 seconds, it should go back to the screensaver. Don't really want to wait 30 seconds though, do I? I'll do something in the meantime. Can't see it. Right, so over here I want, there we go. So yeah, so that extra time is now there, so when you press the button, everything will be cool. My relay is just triggered because the temperature being close to that. I'll just put it up so it's not clicking anywhere. Right, so what I want to do is assign my security menu to have a function for when I turn on my decking. Is it there? Right, so if I go back into there, so I'm going to do the decking one because that's on my first relay board, so I'm going to do that one first. So I will do that onto the second relay. So on my list of my relay pins, I'm going to be using pin 23. So let's go back down to the security menu. So when you press the decking light button, this one, it's going to trigger the decking or deck change. So if I go down to my deck change, so in here it's going to actually change the buttons. So I want to add into here yeah, I'll do it after the buttons change. So if deck default, so if it's 0, that means it's turned off. So 0 equals 0. The GPIO pin needs to be in the high state. So yeah. Just moving stuff out of my way. Right, so I want to do a gpio.output, and I want to have, I said 23, didn't I? 23. Yeah, 23. I was just looking at me. I've got a picture of my GPIOs on my phone so I can see which are which, rather than scrolling my keyboard. Me script up. Right, so that wants to be gpio.high. High even. So that's sorted. So if it's 1, so that would be an else. Now if I do ever change these so it does it automatically, I may have to increase and put an elif into there, but for time being it's just going to be as that. Yeah, so else I want gpio.output 23 gpio.low, and that's that button, so that's ready. And the next one that we're going to do is these are going to be for coding for well, that's going to be a that will sort things out as like a preset, but that'll be some coding as well, so don't need to worry about them for now. I'm going to do these 4 zones for my relays, and then we can click on these and I will turn my webcam on so you can see the relays triggering. Right, so let's get back into that. So zone 1 change, so that's going to be there. So if z1 default equals 0, the gpio dot I know that one is 6. That wants to be gp. I'm just going to move my wire because it's annoying me. gpio.high. Now the button on there, it's going to change because it's got the 0 as off, and then 1 is for auto mode, so when there's a sensor triggered movement, which I haven't put any jumpers in for to just short across to trigger stuff, so this will be the third index, which would be zone default equals 2. So I'm going to actually put an elif here, so elif z1 default equals 1. I'm just going to pass on that, so I'm not going to worry about that. But if it's anything more, which it shouldn't do because it sorts its own value out, then gpio.output 6 needs to be gpio.low. And this, when you press your button, I want to bring that when you press the button, it's going to set the timer as well, so I need to put that into the decking light as well, to stop it from going back to screensaver mode. So I'll put the global in on a different line, so this is last touch, and if I believe it was the last thing I copied. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, was it? So I'll just grab that. So last touch, copy, and put that in there, and I'm just going to put that into the decking, so that's in its correct place. And zone 1, 2, 3 and 4 are going to be pretty much the same, but obviously the GPIO pins are going to be different. So I'm just going to copy these into these. That will be, let me think, 13, because I use these quite regular. And then zone 3, copy that into there. That should be 19. And last of all, this one should be 26, 21, no 26, because the next one is the ground pin as the last, well, pin 39. Right, that's it, and that should be good. Oops, I need to put my last touch bits in so it stops it from going back to the timer. Put it in there. No, where did I put it in? Directly underneath. Put that there. Put that there. And put that there. Super duper, let's get it running. So that's my heating being triggered because of the temperature. That's now above, so I'm just going to turn that on, so that's on. Cool, let's go to my security menu, decking lights. You should hear the relay trigger. Oh, default is not. Oh, I need to do the the global variable for that, so that's my mistake. I've got them all set for, yeah, I've done the wrong defaults, haven't I? Yeah, what a wally. Good lad. Well done if you spotted it, because I obviously messed up. That needs to be zone 2. That needs to be zone 3. That needs to be zone 3. That needs to be, scroll down, not that much. That wants to be 4. That wants to be a 4. And the decking mode, decking default. Cool. I did get the other ones right. Z4 default. Yep. Right, that should be correct now. Silly me to do that. Oh dear. Right, decking lights. Listen for the relay. Oh yeah, there it is. It's on. Turn it off. On. Off. Zone 1. That's lit up. Off. And if I click this again, it should. That was the temperature. Don't worry about that one. If I click it again, it should. That's my temperature. Let me just get my temperature out of the way so it's not gonna click when you when I'm setting it. Right, so it's in the off state, the relay has not triggered. Click it, it's in the auto state, so it doesn't come on, because I've not got any external sensors attached yet. Click it now in the on with the green light, the relay has come on. If I click it again, you should hear it go off. And there's the other ones. All of my other relays on. So just to prove it, I'll stop that. I don't like seeing that, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. And I haven't sorted out that threading thing, but it's not an issue for me because I'm not bothered. Right, show cam. Let's get my USB cam online. So there will be a 4-second delay That's something that we've dealt with before. There's the camera. Let's just sort the position out. Let me remove my keyboard and then you can see stuff. I'll turn the LED on so that's powered up. And I need to sort something out of my script so that when I do the no, it's alright. Right, so let's get the script running. Right, so all my relays are turned off. The heating ones come on because I've got the main temperature is 24. You can't see the camera. I'll put that over here and put that over there. I'll just make my camera screen a little bit smidgen smaller so you can see everything if I can. Just reposition. But I want to get that LED in the shot and the other relay board. And then when it comes on, there we go. Nope, needs a few more. Nope. Right, you can see my relays. What I'll do is I'll just move the LED for the heating control to actually be in shot. Right, so I'm just gonna. Right, so there's the LED. So there's the heating control relay. That relay there, relay 2, is for the decking lights. So that relay there that's just in view, that is for zone 1, that's zone 2, that's zone 3, and that's zone 4. So I'll just go into here, and if I put my temperature lower than that, my heating's gone off. So in a few seconds the LED will turn off and so will the relay. Yeah, a good old 7-second gap. So what I'll do is I'm going to just put that down so that don't come on again. Click back, go to the security menu, and then I'm going to turn on my decking lights. So in a few seconds you'll see that LED turn on and that relay will click into the connected. There we go. Right, so that's that one on, so I'm going to turn that off, and then in a few seconds that will turn off. Rather than making you wait that long, I'm going to turn on zone 1, zone 2, zone 3 and zone 4 just to speed the video up a little bit because of that delay in the camera, because I am screen capturing as well. So you should see that come on, and then that one, and then that one, and that one. Ta-da! That's refresh rate, that's why it didn't come on in turn. So there we go. I've got my decking, my zones, all relays triggering when I want them to. So next video I will connect some jumpers to my GPIOs and put a temporary switch on it so that you can see what would happen if a zone receives movement in the front zone or whichever, and then it should turn this to green to say that the light is on and trigger the relay whilst it's in the movement. So that's it for this video. If you haven't already subscribed, please do ring that bell, whatever. I don't normally say that, but I thought I would in this video. But thank you for watching. Just stop my camera, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.